In the legal world, there is a combination of forces that feed a corrupt and suffocating legal system for attorneys. Law schools, law professionals, judges, and even the firms themselves for whom you work create a system, a matrix, if you will, that is nothing like what you thought when you passed the bar exam. The purpose of this podcast is to help you escape this legal matrix, leading you out of the proverbial desert to be free of the bondage of the matrix. Hosted by Bryce D. Nyer, attorney at law with over 30 years experience in the trenches of civil and criminal litigation at the state, federal, and international levels. He's a highly accomplished and resourceful legal professional, a true master of his craft, and he's here to help you get your life back. Here's your host, Bryce D. Nyer.
All right. This is Bryce D. Nyer coming at you live from Fayetteville, North Carolina, home of Fort Bragg. We're another episode of Escape the Legal Matrix. Yeah, and we're in the house with our favorite Labrador Retriever, Drake. He's the old lab. He's in here. He's just chilling out, sleeping. He's been playing all day and going out outside in the weather and eating me out of house and home and all the dog snacks. But hey, you got to have Labrador Retriever. They're great dogs. But anyway, we're going to talk about a great topic tonight. It's called idols. Why are we going to talk about that? Because let me tell you something. You folks, you are worshiping the wrong things. You law students and you lawyers, let me tell you, you're worshiping reservation fees, retainer fees, your egos and stuff. Let me tell you, after decades of litigation experience, you fools, seriously, you're worshiping the wrong things. It's not going to serve you. It's not going to happen. It's not. Yeah. Come on. Bring it on. Bring on the love. Bring on the love. Bring on the love. Come on, folks. Come on. There you go. All right. So listen, in today's society, we worship many things, idols. You don't think you do, but you do. For example, you worship your 401k, all your brokerage accounts, your money, your cars. You worship Hollywood celebrities. And I don't know why, because they don't know anything. They're stupid. So I want to talk to you about something. Seriously, the better question is, what in your life, where are you in your world? What idols are you worshiping? Because I'm going to tell you, if you're into this worship of money, I'm going to tell you something. When you die, it ain't going with you. You're worshiping possession. When you die, it ain't going with you. The celebrities, what the hell do they know about reality? They're earning all this money off of who? You, me. Well, not really me anymore because I don't really go to movies and stuff, but they're earning millions and millions of dollars because you all give them the money to go watch their events, whether it's sports or music or acting or whatever it is. And they don't care about you. They don't care. But you sit there and you will glue your eyes to a smart device or to a TV and basically worship these clowns. And what do you get in return? I'm going to tell you something. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Yeah, nada. Nothing. Zero. But yet, here we go. We worship, well, I don't, but, a lot of people do, these idols. And it just sickens me. I sit there and I listen to all these like Hollywood celebrities and pontificate and blah, 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 how much they know about everything. They have no reality. Yeah, some of them went through some hard times, scraping the bottom of the barrel, working odd jobs and stuff till they made it big and made their millions, whatever. Okay, but then they get up there and lecture the rest of us. They're in no position to do that. Ricky Gervais said that at some award ceremony a couple years ago, just blistered the Hollywood celebrities. Oh my God, he just like dropped a truth bomb on them. They couldn't handle. And he was right. He was absolutely correct, 100%. And he meant every word. So, in your world, what idols are you really pursuing? Because I'm going to tell you, in the legal profession, most of my colleagues are lost. They're pursuing their almighty retainer fee. And I think it's the end all. The number of clients, the number of likes, clicks, whatever, coming to their marketing websites and stuff. And they're miserable. They're absolutely miserable. I don't care what people tell you. I'm telling you right now, after over 3 decades in this business, in this industry, this legal matrix, and frankly, I hate it. I'm not supposed to hate it, but I do hate it. That's the truth. You want to know why I hate it? because it's just filled with BS. That's what it's filled with. There's no truth in the legal profession hardly at all anymore. There's a few great judges, a few great lawyers, but the majority of them, they bought into the idol worship. They did. They worship the almighty dollar. There's nothing wrong with running a strong business. You have to make a profit to be in existence. I get that. I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is their false idols that they worship, their egos, their narcissism. Yeah, that's it. So the win at every cost. They're not concerned about truth. If you all think for 1 minute, seriously, that the majority of lawyers and judges and stuff are concerned about truth, I'm going to tell you something, y'all being naive. There are a few out there, judges and lawyers, that are concerned about the truth. The rest of them, they don't care. They don't. It's a harsh truth, but they don't. They just, like the judges just want to like move the dockets, close their case, make their stats look good. They don't care. They don't. And the lawyer's like, if I win the case, I really don't care if the other lawyer gets screwed. I don't care about truth. That's the reality. I'm not going to candy coat it. That's not what Escape the Legal Matrix was designed for. It's not going to happen. And I know my producer, Bryce Prescott, my brother from a different mother who I love dearly. I do. He's a great guy. He's smart as hell. And he's probably going to listen to this podcast and go, dude, you're getting a little harsh. I'm like, you know what? That's just the way it is. It's the way it is. Because I've sat here for decades and watched the legal profession just implode from within. It's like the great Roman Empire. Okay? The Roman Empire, you want to know why they fell? They imploded from within. Why? From corruption and lack of morality, lack of truth. They didn't live and operate in truth. It was about conquest and pursuing idols. You want to know what? God looked down and go, okay, your hearts are hardened and we're going to give you what you want. You know what happened? Ultimate destruction. Every great empire throughout human history that pursued idols, they fell. Now, you can argue that all day long, but the facts are the facts. Look at them. In today's world, I'm just stymied by all this. I'm just perplexed by this. That people just sit there and like, oh my God, look at the football player. She's so hot. He's so hot. I can't live without listening to their music or watching their movies. I'm like, give me a break. Seriously, get a life. Get a life. In the legal profession, I'm stunned. It never ceases to amaze me. When I sit there and look at, potential law school, I'm like, why do I want to go to law school? And yet to this day, I have not received or heard an answer at all that is grounded in truth about why people want to go to law school. And with lawyers, I'm like, why do you continue to do it? I'm going to tell you why they do. Because they don't know what the hell to do with anything else. They went to law school, they bought into this BS in the legal matrix, and now they're trapped. They got themselves into debt, bought their BMWs, their beach houses, all this stuff, and they don't know what the hell to do to get out of it. So they've consumed themselves with the idols of money and possessions and everything else. And I'm telling you, law students and young lawyers now, if you do that, you'll become entrapped in the legal matrix. You'll never get out. You'll never get out. It just astonishes me the cost to go to law school. 4 years undergrad, 3 years law school, and then taking the bar exam. It's hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, there are ways to avoid that, depending on which law school you go to, because unless you go to Ivy League law school, nobody cares. Nobody cares. You go to Ivy League, yeah, you're already going to have connections anyway because you're a trust fund, baby, and you probably come from money. But other than that, the other lawyers, it really doesn't matter. It's what you do, your abilities. But yet, you see lawyers worship the almighty dollar. They pursue the retainer fee, the reservation fee, and they get lost in themselves. Their domains of body being balanced in business, they disintegrate. They don't have fulfillment. Just what I'm trying to warn you about for over 3 years now with our podcast and Escape the Legal Matrix. I have personally known lawyers that blew their brains out with a gun, killed themselves, blew their heads off right there at their desk. That's not fiction. That's fact. That is absolute fact. I spoke to one who was a close friend of mine the night before he did it. He was all depressed and everything, and by Saturday morning, he blew his brains off with a shotgun. Another lawyer here in my city, FBI was closed in. That's true fact. Blew his brains in. Another one, I don't know what his issue was. He blew his brains out too. It's not funny, but this is the reality of what happens of what happens in the legal matrix. People worship the wrong idols, whether it's alcohol, whether it's porn, whether it's drugs, whatever it is, this is what happens. The idols consume them. And I'm going to tell you, for me, I don't think I really didn't have it. I don't think I ever had an idol. I was never enthralled by Hollywood or the music industry or anything. I just wasn't. Or sports. I wasn't a fanatic about it at all. I just never have been. Maybe that's a blessing. But there are other idols that can distract you. Illicit relationships, depression, other addictions. It can happen. And I got to tell you, the actual attorneys that I personally knew, was good friends with, that committed suicide, it's just tragic. It's absolutely tragic. So I'm telling you all, and I'm telling you law students and you young lawyers and people in other businesses, you better be careful what you idolize, because it can take you over. It's like an itemized bill of delusion and deception, and it leads you into the abyss of death. Now, you may not want to hear this. It's in this cheery-eyed podcast we're doing, but when I see what's going on in the world around me today, people need to wake up. We all need to wake up. We all sit there and, we're just like thinking that everything's okay. It's not okay. The world's not okay. The world is sick. It's on life support. God is looking at each one of us and saying to us, what are you going to do? What action are you going to take? What statements and words are you going to say to make the world a better place, to love thy neighbor? I mean, seriously, what are we doing? I look at this every day when I walk into my office and I walk into a courtroom and I'm like, what are we doing? Are we really operating under truth, or are we just worshiping another idol? Like the judges, my idol is my judicial retirement. The lawyer's like, my idol is a retainer fee or reservation fee. The client's like, my idol is I just got to win it, it costs, and I'm going to lie, or, whatever it is. This is the harsh reality of what's going on in our world today, and nobody wants to face it. Nobody wants to be accountable. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Here's the news. We're all accountable for what we do or fail to do, what we do or what we fail to say. And nobody's going to escape the final judgment. It's just not going to happen. You can mock it, you can laugh at it, but it's not going to happen. I do these podcasts because it's part of my redemption. See, I was like that at one time. I was like, I was kind of deluded, just, maybe a little bit deceived. I don't know. And then I woke up one day. I awakened to the fact that I'm like, my life is all dicked up. It's all screwed up. It is. It was. And I'm like, what the hell am I doing? What idols am I like, parlaying or worshiping, so to speak? And it wasn't good. It's a warning. It's a warning shot over the bow. And these domains of body being balanced in business to ultimately lead to fulfillment. If you're that selfish about your own self-destruction, that's on you. But I'm telling y'all right now, you need to ask the better questions. What are your idols, and what is it you worship? Because I'm telling you, there ain't a single person on this planet that's going to leave it alive. You will not take your brokerage accounts, your 401ks, your swanky cars, your beach houses, your mountain houses. None of that stuff's going with. It's just not going with you. It's not. So ask that better question. Seriously, where in your world do you need to realign yourself? Maybe it's with God. Maybe it's with Jesus. I don't know. But I'm telling you, the world, there's a storm coming. There's a storm coming. A storm of judgment and accountability. And nobody wants to, and a lot of people don't want to believe it. They just like, I don't want to deal with it. I'm like, well, no, okay. Okay. It's a heavy subject we're talking about tonight, but it's not going to go away. And you're feeling it. A lot of you are awakening at 2, 3 in the morning, and you're looking at the ceiling, you're like, ceiling fans on, you're like, something's just not right. Something within me is just stirring. This conviction, I don't know what it is. And I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you, all of us, we're looking at the wrong things. We're pursuing the wrong things. We're not pursuing salvation. We're not pursuing redemption and repentance. We're not. In repentance, we're not. And people mock it and they laugh at it. But I'm telling you, look at your world today. Look at what's going on and tell me it's normal, because I'm going to tell you it's not. So I'm going to head out now. I'm going to take Drake with me. We're heading home. But ask that better question. Where in your world are you pursuing the wrong idols? You shouldn't be pursuing idols at all. Period. I don't care what they tell you. It's a path to destruction. This is Bryce Denier and Drake, the Labrador Retriever, our law office mascot, and we are out of here.